So the story that's is kind of unfolding here is like based on so this whole section actually is a pretty good reference back to so much of what you encountered during the introductory sort of roaming around Ethan's house, because you find out that Rose is healthy, Rose is happy. You know, this is a similar non-combat domestic space, and it's also throwing reference back to Mia's getting gunned down in their space with the photograph and everything. So there's very much a sort of a symmetry here of this being kind of like a corrupted version of that. And kind of part of that is the story that's being developed is that like Mia is like upset that there's something wrong with the pregnancy, and that's something she doesn't want to tell Ethan, which is counter everything else that that we saw like in the intro, which is that, you know, Rose is healthy, happy, and everything like that, and you know, there's no problem there. So
what?
For a site of trauma, so
We need to get out of this place.
one of the things that he and Mia were very worried about, because both of them had been exposed to the mold. They had, I mean, they were both basically survivors of a biohazardous, you know, deal. And they were uncertain whether or not that would have an effect on Rose's health. So in the intro, you hear them talking about like Rose's test came back, she's fine, that this is very much a preoccupation for him. So the kind of horror, the nightmare scenario here is that that his child actually wasn't fine, that there was something wrong as a result of, you know, the biohazard exposure that had come out in Rose's health during birth. And so that's the fear, that's the parental anxiety that is sort of the core of that experience. Yeah. And what you find, I'll kind of spoil what's behind all that. This is like, you know, the Resident Evil thing, you know, there's nothing truly supernatural. It's always something science behind it. And when Donna got, when Donna became, you know, got her powers as one of the lords, she got control over a particular kind of hallucinogenic plant that that allowed her to manipulate the hallucinations of people who had inhaled it, and allowed them to, it seems that her favorite way of sort of luring people into basically destroying themselves, because, you know, they're hallucinating and they die. The things that they think kill them can't obviously be the things that kill them. Is by hallucinating family members, people who are dead, and that sort of thing. So Donna's preoccupation is family, and that's the sort of the way that she brings them in. And I can only assume that it's this sort of like ironic, sort of like cruel torture thing, where it's like the people who you trust and love are the ones that you think are killing you or doing you in. Similar to the way that Mia is coming across as, you know, trying to hide the truth behind Ethan's back about Rose's health, and Rose herself in the baby monster form is the nemesis. So almost literally in this case, since that's the you know, stalky monster. Anyway, so that's sort of what the deal is there.